Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another chill Sunday stream. I hope everybody's having a lovely and chill Sunday. Today, we're going to be playing some of the extra modes for Night in the Woods, which are some of the early concepts for the game itself. Longest Night, Lost Constellation, and we are going to be jumping right from there into a short gaming experience in Old Man's Journey. In addition, we're going to be talking a little bit about Black Friday. And as Jaguar just mentioned, I hope everybody remembers to please switch over to live chat because YouTube's top chat does not, in fact, give you the full conversation, and I love it when people communicate with each other and not just myself. As usual, Jaguar is here with the kitty in the box. I see Il had put in a sweet message earlier. Good to see, good to see. I hope Jaguar is doing well. Jalix, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. It's been a while. Hope you're having a chill Sunday. Good to see, good to see. Also, I should follow my own advice and switch over to live chat. There we go. Now I can see everybody's chats. I don't know, top chat is still the most ridiculous and absurd thing to me. Ew, welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a chill and lovely Sunday, and wishing you the best for your day. Hope all is well. Jalix says you could call it that, I suppose. Nice to hear, nice to hear. So I'm just going to pop the notification on Twitter while we wait for people to make their way in. Also, I know you all can't see this, but this is just a massive quality of life improvement on my end. I ended up figuring out how to get live chat to embed into my streaming software. So I don't have to like constantly click out of things anymore. So I'm very happy about that for myself. Duke says commercial just came on before stream. If you had text, do you want a cookie? Then it showed a plate of milk and cookies, and then the cookies and event. My milk blew up. What? I am slightly confused. Also, King Cyrus says, really gotta thank everyone for the donations. Really all saved me. Oh, even the milk blew up. That is ridiculous. So, Duke, welcome, welcome. King Cyrus, welcome, welcome as well. I hope you both are having a chill and lovely Sunday. Glad that the donations are working out to help you with your situation, Cyrus. Right, I have to pop things onto Twitter. Give me all 1 second. Music's gonna cut out because reasons, but bear with me for 1 moment. And get rid of that. I hate the character limits on Twitter sometimes. Alright, how do I get rid of... You ever have to play that game when you're on Twitter where it's like, how do I get rid of X amount of characters and still make my point? Let's see. I need to get rid of like 7 characters. That's frustrating. Perfect. All right. There we go. There we go. And let me catch up with y'all in chat. Zero, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a chill and lovely Sunday. Zero said the character limits are there on purpose to make everything miserable for everyone. I mean, it certainly makes it harder to have conversations. Duke says, is that the only thing you hate about Twitter? It's the thing about Twitter I interact with the most, for sure. So it's the thing that's the most relevant in my hatred at this moment in time. So, Zero... Yeah, I definitely agree with you, though, on the character limits being there on purpose. It limits a lot of conversations. It ends up making it so that the first message ends up getting seen and not the other ones. It ends up creating a very interesting cycle of responses and everything like that. It's not always the best. Not always the best indeed. All right, I think we can make our way in. Jalek says, honestly, my Twitter's full of a bunch of artists, so I don't know what y'all are talking about. Well, you enjoy your artists. I have the misfortune of being on the political side of Twitter, which ends up bringing up some bizarre and interesting and angry conversations. I feel like Twitter ends up being a lot of what we make of it on some level. Zero says they want people to get mad and the anger makes them engage. Yeah, everybody needs their 2-minute hate. So I think we're at a point where we can get into the game. Let's start with Longest Night. Now these are supposed to be separate. Apparently they were made even before the game had come out, kind of as concepts for the game. So I want to see what Longest Night is like. In December of 2013, a few short months after starting work on Night in the Woods, 3 weeks after our Kickstarter ended, we decided to release something small. We wanted to show that we were in fact making something. So many ideas just stay ideas after all. And we wanted to have something out there that we'd released. Something that you just need to complete something. Sometimes you just need to complete something. The team had a little less than 2 weeks before all parties left to visit the family for the holidays. Longest Night came out of that, our first supplemental game. It ended up planting ideas that would grow into tall, weird trees later on in Night in the Woods. That's really cool. Are you all hearing the sound right now, or no? From the game? There we go. That should do it. Yeah, for some reason, my settings have been resetting. I think with updates and stuff. But you should hear it now, I'm hoping. Okay, Cool. Thank you, Jalix. Oh, so you all didn't hear anything when I was starting the stream. Okay, no worries. Why aren't I cold? Fire. We have fire. We've reached the level, that level as a civilization. Oh. I'm bored. Feels like we've been here forever. Oh, we should do the longest night constellation thing. Wow, really? I haven't done that since I was like 6. No one has done that since they were like 6. Well, I don't remember being 6. Really? Really? Yeah, I don't remember much before like 8.5. That's very specific. Bay is a synthetic creature, a synthetic life form created at age 8.5. This makes so much sense. Beep boop, Bay. 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay, whatever, I'm done. Can we just do this thing? None of us knows enough about the constellations to even do it, Bay. Yeah, Bay. I do. Since when? Since always. Now listen up, dummies. We're going to school. Space school. I can't see anything. We're pattern finders. Find some patterns. Zero says, I only remember Pokemon consuming all aspects of my life when I was 6. Yeah, Pokemon was kind of all-encompassing when it was brand new. Am I doing anything? Oh, I'm connecting stars. What do you want from me? Oh. I get it, the sounds. Harmonium, the head of the singing orders of angels. Ugh, this one. My mom always said I looked like this one. I can see it. I sure can't. Leading so many cranky angels. Grouching hard. Across the sky. Okay. Moving on. There we go. Rebello, Pope sometime in the 1400s. Crazy times. Oh god, I love this one. There were 2 rival popes, and Rebello won by opening his mouth and consuming them with fire, and then he ate them. What? I knew that one. That's amazing. I mean, historically, his extended family poisoned one and stabbed the other before throwing him into a canal. But he did eat them. He did eat them, yes. That is the raddest thing I have ever heard. Chomp chomp, whoops, I ate you. Now I'm the Pope. The broken snake, the first thing that talked. The stories always made me so annoyed. I was totally the kid in Sunday school who pitched a fit over this story. Oh my god, I remember that. You got sent out to adult church to sit with your parents. No punching cookies for me. Wow, I certainly missed out on all of that. Oh dude, you didn't even. Where's that one connect to? Oh, okay. The Mice Writers, inventors of written language. Weren't there supposed to be thousands of them? Listen, there's only so much sky. The Mice Writers are my sign. I think that means you're screwed. What? Mice are nature's snack cake. If you follow the food chain all the way down, you'll find mice. I'm sorry, Gregory, but your days are numbered. No way, man. I'm forever. That's how popes used to roll back in the day. And Jalek said those are some hardcore popes. Zero said popes be crazy. Yeah, there's some really interesting stories with popes historically, actually. And the idea of there being more than one pope at once is not a lie at all. Yeah, that's cool enough. Okay. What is that supposed to connect to? Okay, I got that one. Ebon, the first singer. Ever see the opera based on this? Oh yeah, we watched it when Mr. Almers was out sick those 2 weeks. It's like super long. There's an awesome part where Ebon drinks the ocean to make the fish cry, so he can finally hear their voices and teach them to sing. That's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Yeah, but it's the good kind of dumb. Opera's kind of like that all over. What am I supposed to do with these over here? Because these two don't connect. I guess I can come back to that one. Marman Nodes, the little king. He was, a king who was little. I don't know anything about this one. Apparently, a little king was big news back then. I don't think he was even supposed to be all that small. Stop the presses. So there's this king, right? Well, get this. He's slightly smaller than you'd expect. He wears small shoes. Let's immortalize him in the night sky. I'm kinda short. May Borowski, Constellation. Nah. Everyone who picked the Constellations is dead now. Yeah, Jalix, I like the fact that all the notes harmonize with the background music as well. Zero said everyone wanted to be in charge of the most powerful religious organization at the time. Yeah, and in a lot of ways, the control and vie for power that existed amongst all of the different factions trying to vie for power there really did end up end up doing a lot of weird stuff. But again, if you have such a powerful organization, of course there's going to be demagogues trying to take power and seek to control it and want to shift the seat of power into an area that works for them. Lucio. Oh yeah. What? Lucio the Fox. Scourge of the French countryside. Yeah, totally French, totally a scourge. Why does he have a spear through him? The candle that burns twice as bright gets speared through the guts. Beautiful. You can see why this one is so popular. Executed by some king somewhere? Her had continued to speak against her murderers for years. That's pretty sweet. You'd think, right? But in the story, she's portrayed as annoying. Like she was being a martyr. About literally being martyred. They eventually put her head in a trunk and threw it in a river. What did she do? Talked out loud in public. Oh, is that all? That was enough, apparently. Supposedly, if you put your head underwater in some river in Italy, she'll tell you about her murder. They renamed it the River of Guilt. But not like the guilt of her murderers. More like she's giving you a guilt trip or something stupid. This constellation is garbage. Chop my head off, I'll bite yours off. Happy longest night, everyone. Moving on. Sarah says, I want to be the scourge of some place. Where would you like to be the scourge of if you had your choice of being a scourge somewhere? Oh, we've got another one of these situations. And they look similar. Okay. Oh, there we go. Corvin the Thief. Cyrus says the Scourge of Dubai. For reason. Okay, King Cyrus. That works. And Zero says I haven't given it much thought, but Dubai is a great place to be the Scourge. Corvin the Thief. Stole the diamond from the crown of Rebello, the fire-breathing pope. Got arrowed to death like 200 feet from the palace. So he didn't get to be Constellation for being a great thief then? He did not. Screw the man, steal their diamonds. Ah yes, the revolutionary zeal of kids from the suburbs. Possum Springs isn't the suburbs. Yeah, you need a city to have suburbs. We're in the dead center of nowhere. It's like a 40-minute drive if you want to buy shoes. Also, I'm 21. I'm not a kid. I think you're younger than me. I'm 21 too. We both have full-time jobs. Well, as close to full-time as they can get. Before they start giving us health insurance. That's a little real, isn't it? Cyrus says, Scourge of Columbus Circle. That's not a bad one. I'll be 20 in like 4 months. Okay, fine. You're all very serious adults. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Jalek says, I'll be the Scourge of Munich, since that place is absolutely awful and I wouldn't have to move that far away. Fair enough. So what's the deal with this one? There we go. Invenerous, the inventor of music. Nice speak. Reminds me of Germ. Germ isn't even musical, like, at all. Like, Germ? Weird Germ? Yeah. How do you know? I think May's getting sleepy. A fish. And just a fish, pretty self-explanatory. Huh. Fun fact, fish is my sign. Damn. Got one of those right, huh, Captain? Got a manly Musco in here. You smell like that stuff I got you, finally. Ice Hawk. It has a picture of an ice hawk on it. I smell quite masculine. Like an ice hawk. I think you smell nice, Angus. Thanks. What's an ice hawk? Tolmatron. It rings at the end of the world, and Mundy shakes everything off her back. And I think it all catches fire too. It all made sense back then. Back when people were, like, wicked dumb. Yeah, I don't mean to sound like a jerk, but people were super dumb back then. It's all relative. And full of dumb people. Beautiful dumb people. Duke says, what's so awful about Munich? I generally don't know much about the city. I think that adaptable and smelly would be a good descriptor for me. Well, then your sign is fish, Duke. Zero says, Ice Hawk sound very manly. I don't even know what the heck that's supposed to mean anymore. What would a what about Ice Hawk is manly? Jaguar said, this part of the game is so wholesome and chill, especially compared to the ending of the game. Well, yeah, this was actually the first thing they put out when they created the game. They put this out when the concept was still brand new. I think that's the last one. Mundy, the whole world fish. Back then they thought Mundy, the world fish. Back then they thought whales were fish. And you know what? The world was on one. Mundy's my sign. Oh god. Of course it is. Hey, what does that mean? Well, if any of this meant anything, then it might mean something, but it doesn't, so it doesn't. What are you doing? Whale noises. Well, that's all 13 of them. Yay, thanks, Angus. That was pretty great. You're a big old nerd, Captain. Yes. Yes, I am. You should be a professor. I like to think I filled that role at the video store. Well, I should probably get home. Wait, I just realized that I haven't hung out with you in years, Bae. What? We had a huge fight when we were like 12. I remember it more like you stopped sitting with me at lunch, or returning my phone calls, or responding to my messages. Always with Greg, too cool for me. Sorry, Bae, didn't mean to be a friendship wrecker. It's cool, Greg. It was ages ago. Wait, are we actually in space? But I'm warm and breathing. What am I sitting on? Tyrannosaurus pattern. What? Oh god, I haven't seen Greg or Angus for a year and a half. Regret and emptiness. I didn't go home for longest night. Laundry day. Apple juice tastes from when you threw up earlier. You have to call home. You didn't want to call home. It's too late to take the bus. What made you think of me today? You don't want to take the bus. This is your new life. Is it still new after a year and a half? Underwear adjusts. Next year will be new again. Next year will be new again. Leg stretch. Oh, come on, this is getting stupid. Am I seriously? Well, home's not gonna call itself. So that actually is a prequel, straight up to the game. That's probably leading straight into the bus ride, where May ends up coming home. So, read the chat, and then we'll do the other game. Jalix says, well, Munich has a bunch of hate crimes and such happening every week, pretty much. You wouldn't want to be anywhere on the LGBTQIA plus spectrum and move there or be an immigrant, etc. Dang, that's intense and probably very real. Sarah says, why, Tara, are your videos getting ads from Gemini Finance? I have no idea what Gemini Finance is. And I don't think YouTube knows what to do with my ads. So I couldn't tell you what's going on there. Duke says, oh wow, that's yikes, I had no idea. Yeah, I'm with you there, I did not have any idea myself. Jalix says, then the property prices are as bad as Berlin, so you can't move there without either being in poverty while working 60 hours a week or being rich. And the chancellor of the local conservative party is absolutely awful and ridiculous at the same time. Like he's awful and ridiculous that he's becoming a running gag among the Germans, so yeah, Munich's bad. Zero says, it was very cute and wholesome. Cyrus says, anarchist channel, so let's push capitalism. It's probably designed to, quote-unquote, unradicalize or de-radicalize anybody watching my content. It wouldn't surprise me if that was kind of what was going on. But yeah, Longest Night was really cute and a really good, like, dreamscape. And it does, that whole thing actually did get referenced within the game itself. If you pick Angus's evening on the top of the mountain when we were investigating. So that was interesting because what's her face? May ends up basically saying, I vaguely remember these constellations, and Angus ends up saying, oh yeah, I know about them. Let me confirm whether or not this is real or not. Oh yeah, Jaguar, great point to bring up. Last week was Trans Awareness Week, and yesterday was the Day of Remembrance. So yeah, definitely want to highlight that, so thank you for mentioning that, Jaguar. The unfortunate reality is that we lose far too many people. Duke says, do you think they were threatening to take away my cookies if I don't turn into a lib? Only libs get cookies, Duke. Only libs get cookies. Duke Zero says, Duke, I'll give you a cookie if you don't turn into a lib. Jalix says, anarchists can't have cookies. Can you even have an ethical cookie under capitalism? That's the real important question. Jaguar said, yesterday there were vigils to remember those who lost their lives due to transphobia and hate crimes. Yeah. Again, thank you for bringing that up, Jaguar, and that's definitely something to keep in mind. But yeah, let's start playing Lost Constellation. A little less than a year into the full-time development of Night in the Woods, we decided to do a second Longest Night game. We wanted to do something in the spirit of the first supplemental game, small, made within a tight frame, a time frame, full of things we thought were cool. We had a lot of systems and ideas we wanted to use for Night in the Woods, and this seemed like a good way to do a test run, to experiment and to once again have something finished. And as with Longest Night, sometimes you just need to complete something. Lost Constellation went from concept to completion in the last 5 weeks of 2014. Leftism is when everyone gets cookies and no one gets hate crimed. That is true. Everyone should get cookies and there should be no hate crimes. Alright, let's see Lost Constellation. I'm gonna rob the bank. You don't want to spend Longest Night. You want to spend Longest Night in jail? Gonna rob him to death. They'll never catch me. There'll be time enough when you're older for felonies in jail. What's a felony? A bad thing they put you in jail for. Not if they don't catch me. Okay, how about a story before bedtime? A Longest Night story. Sure. But not a dumb one like Charity Verity. How about a ghost story? Ooh, yeah. Alright then. I hope lots of people die in it. Quiet kid, I'm starting over here. Long ago in the hills. 0 for president on policies of leftism and cookies. Far from home, here, alright. Could just go back. No. It's been a year, and you made a promise. Get a hold of yourself. You're not gonna die in there tonight. You're gonna see her again, and come back with a star. Gather Snowball. Wow, this fog is too thick. Weird fog. How do you get rid of weird fog? Go away, fog. Ugh, how do I get rid of you? How do I get rid of fog? That's a lot of snowballs. Well, I need them for snowball reasons. So... Oh, I can throw up. Thank goodness. I just realized what that sounded like I was saying. I can throw snowballs in an upward direction. And the bells make the fog go away, right? I think the fog is clearing. Yay, the fog's gone. We may proceed. Hello, Black Cat. Cat. Hey, Cat. Do you live in this forest? Near enough. Can I ask you a question? You're going to die in there tonight. Wow, that is unhelpful. Is it? Where are you going tonight? I'm visiting my relations, but first I'll go to church. That sounds like your standard Longest Night. Before church, I'll hunt up a vole and eat it. And before that, I'll watch you walk into the woods to die. And before that, we'll say goodbye. Are you so sure? Well, goodbye. What are you? Oh, I see. Goodbye. Doomer Cat is probably accurate. So now we have to address the question that we are dealing with a reality where there's anthropomorphic cats with a mythos about a non-anthropomorphic or human-like cat that talks. Okay. see. Jalix says, well, that took a long time to click for me. It kind of disappointed myself. Why can that cat talk? The cat can talk because reasons, apparently. Why does this happen? Back where my grandparents came from, but long before they lived. Did they have Longest Night back then? They did. What do they call it? Longest Night. Oh. I see how this was a very good test run for them to make Night in the Woods. It's testing out a lot of the mechanics. Oh, look, an arm. Oh, okay, that's a good omen, I'm sure. Crap almighty. Hey, skeleton. Merchants, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a lovely and chill Sunday. Pilgrim. Hello, you. I'm Father Patience, forget not God. Wow, that is a name. It was gifted me when I was ordained. What was your name before? Butchie Mud. Okay, that's a change. Do you wish to say a prayer at this? The shrine of Saint Orloni, who, beloved of the forest god, was shown the way to the chasm and the red bell, and into his holy mountain. You said that all without taking a breath. You want to pray or not? Yeah, I do. You may recite when ready. Gracious tree lord, leafy and barked. The forest god has no tree. I thought that, you know, because of the forest. No tree can be a god. I'm not following this line of logic. So what can be a god? Not a tree, obviously. Go return when you have been granted knowledge. You want to pray or not? Well, we know that it was the deer monster thing. At least in the game itself, so... Enchanted deer monster, hoofy in the night. Deer? Monster? Okay, I'll admit that one was a total guess. You clearly have not known our forest god. Listen, I'm not from around here, and go return when you've been granted knowledge. Alright, let's try the third option. Exalted bear, enthroned above. Duke said I take issues with trees not being a god. That's fair. Bear. I figured the forest god was maybe a giant bear? The forest god is no mere bear. The forest god is no bear at all. Oh. Go return when you've been granted knowledge. So we don't have the ability to do this yet. Okay. Let's head inside. Hello? Hello, interested in a coffin? In the long run? These are hard times. The days are short, the nights are long, and the winter lasts forever. Meaning? Meaning you have a bright future in being a lump in a snowbank. So head west. West is home. Well, east is where I'm going, so... The trees here move. They'll confuse your path. They bend to the powers of the god of this forest, and you'll never obtain their permission to pass. So this is why you're trying to sell me a coffin? I provide a service. If you pay me now, I will collect your remains and bring them back to your relations. You charge in advance for this. I can't really charge any other time. Oh, right. Well, I don't have any money. No coffin for you then, and your ghost will be quite unhappy. Whatever. Duke says bears are pretty chill, they would make a pretty good forest god. Yeah, I could see that. I could see a bear being pretty chill about things, as it were. Looks like there's some red patches up there. Can I... Okay. Alright, looks like we're building a snow person. It sounds like life insurance. Alright, customizable. What do we want to do? We're gonna give you an antler. And another. Another antler thing. Can I turn that around? No. Okay. Oh, I can rotate things. That's better. And we're gonna give you these for arms. I'm gonna use the bone for a mouth. Turnips for eyes. And carrot for nose. Oh wow, it fully created. That's cool. He looks kind of disappointed, and that's kind of weird. Oh my god. What am I? What's happening? What am I? Help? Are you okay? What am I? You're a snowman? I'm just water and garbage. I don't know why that was so funny to me. How are you talking? I don't know what anything. You wouldn't happen to know how to find the forest god, would you? There's nothing about me that isn't forest and sky. That's like a poem. What am I? You're like a poem. Ah. The snowman's no help. Well, if at first you don't succeed, kill it and make a better one? Well, okay, you got that partly right. Which part? Listen up and I'll tell you. So you're what, a ghost? No ghost. Wait, you are no ghost or you have no ghost? What am I? How's it going? What is going? Okay then. Why would you give me life? Duke said a constant unwillingness to acknowledge death. That is entirely fair. What do we got here? Oh, hello. You want to pray or not? Go in peace with the god of the forest, my child. Is it bad that when that mouse just said my child, my brain went immediately to Kai Wen? Hey, skeleton. Can I use the skeleton's arm? Would that be inappropriate? It'd probably be inappropriate. Oh, we're resetting the snow person. Yeah, apparently we're walking in circles. Is there like a specific pattern we're supposed to make? Oh. We have this thing now. Which looks like it's part of a Ouija board. I mean, I feel like I just want to give it a third eye. And then I still want to give it the bone for a mouth. Okay, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Center that a little bit. Its other eyes will be made of coal. I still want to give it antlers. Oh wait, I can't. Why didn't that go in? Okay, there we go. I still want to give it arms. And there we go. Hello? Hello? Are you okay? Well, just before now, I was dead. Now I'm still dead, so there's that. Oh, sorry. Maybe this means I can leave these woods and go wherever dead people go. Is that how that works? I think I was in some sort of daze, and this woke me up. If you want to return the favor, I need some help. I can tell your fortune. I can contact the dead. I need to find the forest god. I need to get through the woods. Oh, well, the first part's easy enough. Find the shrine and say North's Canticle. What is that? In their wings, in their trees, all things die, be at peace. Cease all care, they are coming. God of the forest, carry us. Where did you learn that? We only said it in church twice a week, and also 5 times a day. Didn't you? I'm not from around here. Once, I wasn't either. Listen, I still have some remnant of my sensitivities. What? If you're lost, I can try to point you in the right direction. Thanks. Who are you? I mean, are you a ghost? I don't know. Who were you before? I was a fortune teller and a medium. A real one? Real enough. See, I found this thing in a tree, and then I knew I had to build you here somehow. In seances, we would often hold an object of importance to the deceased. Did it work? Well enough. As for why, here, well, sometimes the grave is the best place to contact the dead. Oh God, is this your grave? Not mine, it appears to be someone's final resting place. Who buries people way out here? The snow. Not to harp on this, and thank you again for your help, but do you know whose body's under you? No idea. I don't think it matters. Just a connection to wherever. Were you, somewhere else until now? I don't know. I don't think so. You don't even seem real. This is like a waking dream. This is weird. Yes, it is. Well, we now know what to say. Oh. Huh. How's it going? Is that... Looks like another item. What'd you say about my ghost? Those that die here stay here. Their ghosts lie frozen until disturbed. Oh. All that's left of them are lumps in the snow, and they bring, and the things they brought with them. Gathering frost. Oh, what those ghosts could tell us in these hard times. Can I have a drink of something? No. Wait, where'd my... Oh, my snowballs melted when I went inside. Oh, kitty? Hello? Evening. Where is... Oh my god. You ate Father Patience, forget not God. No, he left. You're wearing his little hat. He gave me his hat. I feel so official. I hate you. Wait, why do you need this to hear this? It's not for me or the mouse, it's for the shrine. Her. In their wings, in their trees. All things die, be at peace. Cecil care, they are coming. God of the forest, carry us. So those snow things are ghosts? Well, they have ghosts in them. Are there ghosts? What do you think? No, what do you think? Well, I think sometimes people stay with you long after they're gone. Is Grandma a ghost now? On the best days, yes. I don't want you to ever be a ghost. Oh, May, I'll be around to see your own kids. No, you won't. Well, mate, that's not a very nice thing to say. No, I mean, I don't ever want kids, ever. I want 2 big, woolly barn cats and an old hound dog. And we'll all howl at the moon. Never change, May. I don't blame May for that one. Where did we end up, though? Did we just go into the land of the dead? Is that what happened? I hit the bell? Hello? Hello? Hello, traveler. And who are you? Adina, an astronomer. I seek an audience with the forest god. I'm sorry, Adina, but the forest god will not entertain you. Kings, emperors, ones of high import. Only those am I permitted to allow through. But I'm important. I'm an empress. I may wear a blindfold, but I can hear that you are alone, and no empress would travel alone. This is highly improper. This is highly annoying. If you are indeed an empress, bring your entourage here, and we shall discuss the situation. Until then, a pleasant longest night. Thanks. Jadelix said, or deeper into the forest. Yeah, I could very well be deeper in the forest. Jaguar says, I love that moment. Too many times the reaction to someone not wanting kids is, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, you'll change your mind. I think there's a lot of people who kind of had the mindset that's just kind of how things were, kind of how things are, and things won't change. People won't have a different perspective. Why would somebody not want to continue the next generation? Why would somebody not want to have kids? And I think in some way, shape, or form, especially in this generation, with the climate, with everything else, I think a lot of people have made a very conscious choice not to have children, especially in areas like the US, Canada, and I think parts of Europe as well. I can't really speak for other parts of the world, but I know that attitude's becoming very pervasive in a lot of areas. Duke says, it's worse when your parents never stop bothering you to have kids in spite of firmly saying you won't. Yeah, like, your boundaries are not respected, like, they own your kids, like, it's your property. Like, you're their property kind of thing, so of course you're gonna produce more kids kind of thing. It's weird. And yeah, Duke, I really do like how surreal this is. It kind of has a very ethereal, spiritual quality to it that the rest of the game really didn't have, but kind of hinted at in strange ways. The trees here are weird. Look to the trees. You said something about the trees. Sometimes I don't see anything but snow up there. Weird snow. Weird snow? Weird snow. I'll check it out. Wait, am I not allowed up this way anymore? Ah, music instrument. I think I'm trying to get all the things that would make it sound like I have an entourage with me. Sorry, friend. Good old turnip eyes. Duke said, I wish I could, you could give the hand a high five. That would be really funny, actually. Alrighty. So we're making our little entourage here. Where's the third one supposed to go? Is there supposed to be a third one? Ruh-roh. Hope that wasn't important. So we'll give you... You're gonna have a carrot nose. You're gonna have turnip eyes too, but your turnip eyes are gonna be angled. So that you look perpetually angry. With a grumpy stick mouth. And we're gonna give you this. Wait, is that like a... Is that like a bell that you're supposed to jingle? Or is that like a... like a belt or a choker? Put this here. Make it look like you're holding this. It's a dog collar. Okay. And you get this in the other. Nope, you can't have both. Got it. Jay, thank you so much for the dono. A weekly $5 subscription fee. I don't think of it as a fee. It is genuinely appreciated, Jay, and I am thankful for it. And no, there's no obligation, though it is very appreciated. Alrighty. Hello there. Arf? You're a dog. Woof. I'm not sure if this is really helpful, but okay. Your caller said Clancy. Is that your name? Urf, urf, urf. I hope you don't screw this up for me, Clancy, but I hope soon you'll be able to move on to wherever dead dogs go. Earth. Okay, boy, follow my lead. Alright, this one's gonna have bone arms. 'Cause reasons. And this is gonna just chill right here. Or you know what, let's just put it up to your mouth, which is going to be this piece of coal. And somehow you still have 2 bits of coal for eyes. Hello there, honk. Wow, are you just a horn? Honk. Let's try this. Honk once for yes and twice for no, got it? Honk. Are you just a horn ghost kind of thing? Honk, honk. Are you the person who played this horn? Honk. Listen, by bringing you back, I think you'll be able to get out of these woods and do whatever dead people do. Does that sound okay? Honk. Okay, great. Follow my lead. Let me, see if I can show that I'm an empress now. Duke says I too have bone arms for reasons mostly related to holding up my skin. That's generally why people have bone arms. And yeah, Jalix, it was indeed a dog collar. So we have a dog and a horn player with us. That should be enough to make us seem like we're part of a entourage, right? Hello, traveler. Travelers, we seek an audience with the forest god. I am God Tender Brown. Who are you now? I am Empress Astra. This is my herald. Honk. And this is my imperial advice. Arf. Is that a Glundahorn? Your bodyguard is a dog? Yes, and Clancy's excellent at his job. How does this relationship work? He's highly intuitive. Arf. No, he barks once for yes and twice for no. Okay, ask him a question. Clancy, will God Tender Brown allow us to a passage? Arf. Hey, look. Amazing. Arf, arf. What does that mean? He's just excited. That is understandable. Are you excited to meet the forest god, Clancy? Arf, arf. Wait, that was twice for no, right? Honk. Arf. I think that makes it a double. He's not excited to meet the forest god. Then I am not letting you pass. So that's a triple? No, I meant not, quadruple. Arf. Can we pass? Your willingness to seek counsel among even the beasts says volume about your wisdom and devotion to your people. You may pass. Thank you, God. Allow me. Cross unto the holy mountain. That was absolutely absurd and hilarious. Wait, yes. I'm truly sorry, but you cannot see the forest god this longest night. Why not? We've already come so far for an audience. The truth is, and you must keep this a secret, but the forest god is sick. They are old and dying. Oh no. That's not good. and they cannot see you. It might upset them, and we can't risk that. Dying? How can a god be dying? I do not pretend to know the ways of such things. If only I knew what was happening. We god tenders are tasked with caring for the forest god. But this death, we have never seen its like. Not in the 700 years of records kept since Saint Cecil began tending God. Oh no. We thought when the peace came, all would be well. The peace? The centuries-old conflict with her have weakened them. And not long after they became ill. Her, do you mean the Hunter? Do not say her name here. My heart is broken. My god is dying. I don't know what my life would be without them. I'm sorry, God Tender. There's nothing you can do, Empress. As representative of the Forest Throne, I say that no power of the Forest God shall bar your way this longest night. As for her, you are at the mercy of the most dangerous creature in the forest. Thank you, God Tender Brown. Go and take a blessing with you. Oh, do we not have to... Why did I feel like we were going into that cave over there? I thank you for leaving your companions with me, as they have been a great comfort. No problem, I entrust them to your care. Jalix said, an empress with a coat full of snow. Horn dog. A dog that rejects its collar angrily. Punk dog. Hello. I'm looking for the Hunter. I never found her. And maybe that's a good thing. She's not the forest god. She does not grant passage. She is something altogether more nihilist. Is that the word? Huh? She's an impulse playing itself out. She isn't the first, and she won't be the last. What? Oh, I don't know, child. I'm just talking. You'll never find her hollow without something to help you. And I never found what it was. Thanks anyway. Be careful, you're getting into something here. Oh, we certainly are. Hey, skeleton. Why do I feel like that arm is going to be relevant at some point? There's no way it can't be. Hey, Sticky. What is Sticky? I named you Sticky because of... Sticky? The sticks. Sticky. Yep. Why is Sticky? I don't know what that... I don't know what we've created. Back to buy a coffin? No, I'm just getting warm. I'm gonna start charging for that. If I don't have any money for a coffin, why would I have money standing by your stove? I don't know, let's ask the free market. Damn. Oh. Hello. Hello. Ho there, traveler. Hello. Harumph. Harumph. What's your business here tonight? I'm going to the frozen lake. Or, not much here. I'm going to the frozen lake. Well, that's a coincidence. So are we. Blessed meeting. Do you know the way through the woods? We surely do. Bound for an audience with the forest god. And after that, we have an arm and fire to light it. What did you say you were going to set on fire? The arm of a dead criminal. Donated, of course. Harumph. Haha. Oh, Stevenson. And you're going to set it on fire? Yes. And it will light the way to the Hunter's Hollow. Ugh, this forest. Well, best of luck. Best of luck to everyone. Even you. We have enough luck to go around. So this is this your land? Move. I was just saying because you're a king and all. I may be a king. You may be. But there are kings and there are gods. Yes. Oh. And as king, I granted these lands to Baron Lalopsy. And she sure did die. Sure did. Lalopsy's manor gone all weird now. Sure has. Last spring, travelers saw this pale thing come out of the bog there and... Well, let's head out. Miles to go. Men, miles to go. Beautiful forest, don't you think? I'm getting strict Monty Python vibes from this band. We're on a quest for the Holy Grail. No point in going back over there. How can I set the hand on fire? Well, I need an arm, and that's an arm. If I'm lucky, this skeleton's a criminal. This used to be alive. And now I just need to find a fire to stick it in. Oh god, it's cold. Yeah, I'd imagine that would be quite frozen over. Okay, so can I just take you apart, but are you in pain? You just seem so sad, Sticky. I am nothing. See, I don't know how to interpret that. Like, are you depressed, or are you literally saying you are sticks and ice? I am sticks and ice. Yeah, I still got nothing. I'll be back, Sticky. Sticky, be back. That's the spirit, Sticky. Jalek said, oh no, I think I know where this is going. Where do you think it's going? What is your prediction for all this? Because I think I have to put it in free market guy's fire. Hello, can I interest you in... What is that? I need to borrow your stove. Wait, what are you doing? Putting the skeleton arm in your stove. No. No, you're not. It is done. That is messed up. You're telling me. Please leave now. I have a arm on... This is a great story now. Oh, you like the spooky stuff, huh? You know I do. I hate the other stuff. Well, the other stuff's important too. Hang in there. Okay, I guess. I'm gonna throw a snowball at something. Who's that walking on my porch? Hello? Oh girl, it's all over now. Oh, so he was a criminal. Very lucky. The truth of the matter is that everybody's actually a criminal. We're all breaking some law. Oh. Hello. Are you supposed to be based on Baba Yaga? I think I'm just gonna chill down here. There are old bodies in the north, where the ground never thaws, frozen in the dirt and ice for millennia. In some of them there's a sickness against which we are no longer strong. Someday the earth will warm, the ice will melt, and that sickness will finish the work on us. That began when we were first born. Kid, will you please stop that honking? Nope. Fine, kid, fine. I'm going to leave you where they'll never ever find you. I'm sorry, am I interrupting something? I think you know the answer. You just showed up. We all just showed up. Staying is the problem. But you won't have to worry about that. Will you? Is that an extremely vague threat? Or vague threats? Oh, I'll get specific with you, kid. I'm going to bury your pieces in a lonely hollow. Not even bury them. I didn't bury the last one. And she did chores. Your family will never find you. Oh no, not that. Is this your normal dynamic? This is the dynamic of everything. No different for her. They didn't even give you a name back at the sawmill, did they, kid? Just Kid. Excuse me, the name was Sawmill Kid. Well, now you're just Kid. They didn't name you? You never realize how little and how much you need a name, until they refuse you yours. Huh, I'm sorry to keep steering us back to this, but I must reach the frozen lake. When you're out there tonight, freezing, will you look for my ring? Once something's down in the brambles, I can never see it. I found your ring last week. Oh, so you did. It's my second most prized possession. I keep the most prized in a shrine, so precious it is to me, and so painful. We have to keep the precious and painful close. I feel like we keep getting off track here. I can smell the forest god's blessing on you. If you knew anything, you'd wash until it came off with your skin. When you leave here going down to the brambles like all the others, when I have to go outside to fix the weather, because the weather vane got knocked around again. It's a really stupid system you have going there. When I get out to do that, I'll look out on the hollow and nothing will be stirring. And that will be what happened to you. Why don't you just kill me now then? Because of that smell. What are you anyway? I'm an astronomer, former apprentice. Oh honey, all the stars in your head, they will go out like candles tonight. What are you? The forest god isn't really a god. I am twice their size. I am twice as real. Honestly, whoever you are, even you're twice as real as they are. Adina Astra. A ridiculous name you named yourself, I can tell. Just the last part. Now what would make a little girl change her last name? Nothing you'd understand. You don't know a thing about it. I came from somewhere, as did the woman before me, and we found the cabin, and I fed the oven, and we survived, and then I survived. And the quarrel with the forest god went on for centuries, until it ended quite recently. Well, shut it, kid. I swear if I wasn't physically present here, in here, she'd talk about anything. Are you a witch? What is a witch? You mean the women in the woods? A man in the woods is a hermit or a woodsman or a huntsman. They didn't have a name for women who weren't where they should be. So they stole a name they feared and hated. They pressed it onto us. Onto you. The word they used for girls like me is kidnapped. This one, every day I swear, won't do chores. Back sass mouth. Why not send her back where she came from? That is the one question to which I have no answer. Yum Sky, welcome. How are you doing today? Hope you are having a chill and lovely Sunday. We're done talking. I'm sorry, Adina Astra. I know you wanted to live, but I've taken that future from you, and it's mine now. And you can't take it back. Oh, we're in the bramble. Doesn't look like we can go this way, but we can go this way. Some of that weird snow is way up in the trees. I need a good strong wind. I just need to control the wind. All is all simple. So how do we control the wind? Something about the weather vane, right? Yep. Down you go. Ugh. I'm not going to die here tonight. I'm just not. I need to see what's in this hollow. I need to get into that house. Okay, let's go. Wait, the weather vane turned back around. Damn squirrels won't take a break. North wind, black wind, wolf in the dark. Got your crap. I can get you out of here. You can't even get yourself out of here. I can barely get out of the attic. And away from that extremely creepy shrine. It's not safe for you here. Did you know I made that poison and she never even thanked me? Did I at least get the artifact that I needed? Or did that get taken from me? I got the artifact. Okay. We'll make that an eye. We'll do the bone mouth. We'll do coal eyes. Nose. You're gonna have turnip hands. Because reasons. What? No, no, no. No. Oh boy. What is this? Oh god. Oh no. Girl, what have you done? You watched it happen. You watched. It wasn't me. It was this place. It was the oven. It was what you became. I didn't get to choose what happened to me. I was so cold. I was so afraid. I had to survive. And I did not. What is this? Who are you? Don't you dare speak, you waste of a girl. I was her twin. We fled into the woods, identical in all things. Except one. When she pulled my body from the water, the only part of me she kept was the tattoo. I've kept it close to me all down the centuries. I believed in some idea of you that is as long dead as I am now, but you survived. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for this. Get out. I'm sorry, I never meant to. Get out. Yes, May? What is this story about? What do you want it to be about? If I get to choose what it's about, it's not about anything. Huh, that's quite a statement. I'm really smart. Well, you came up with the plan to rob banks, so clearly you're onto something. I want to know what this is about. I think you'll have to figure that out on your own. I don't like that. Admittedly, this is absolutely all over the place in terms of, like, the ethereal nature of everything. Hey, you still alive, eh? I just saw all the trees give a great shudder, like they were falling into line, and then you walked up. I think the way's open to the frozen lake. What do you think about that? I think you should wrap up any business you have, and head east as quickly as possible. What business would I still have? I wouldn't pretend to know. Maybe I have to, like, you know, deal with that other snowman that I created. Sticky. Are you gone already, Sticky? I'm sorry, Sticky. Poor Sticky. In their wings and their treats. Let's go see if we can see the god of the forest. Or talk and see what's going on with the god of the forest and see if the god of the forest is still sick. Honk. Arf. This is the worst longest night ever. Here's to better days. Oh no, poor Stevenson. Looks like this thing took a beating from something huge, so... Wonder if there's a head in there. Not checking. Why wouldn't she check? I would. So would I. If I ever find a body part on the ground, I'm gonna poke it with a stick. She was prepared. Can't argue with you there. So I guess we head off to the frozen lake then? What about you? And then she did it, says Duke. You're a fraud. Why hello, nice of you to stop by. There are frozen dead people all over these woods. I talked to half a dozen of them tonight alone. Either no one takes you up on this coffin business, or you never follow through. So which is it, huh? You talk to ghosts? Yeah, a whole bunch. And you got lost and cold and started talking to the snow. I think you've done that. No, I've been all the way to the forest god's mountain. To the hunter's hollow, for God's sake. And yet, here you are, back at my cabin, not more than an hour after you last left. Letting the heat out and the cold in. Busy night for you, eh? Oh God, go to hell. Huh. Hell's warm at least. Good night. That's capitalism right there. Are you gone already, Sticky? I'm sorry, Sticky. I'm a bit nervous about the frozen lake. Do you know the story? Not really. Of how the lake was so deep, it went down to the grave, and the dead came to the surface and spoke with the living? Of how it was so black that it ate the moon's reflection? And how the moon, being jealous, convinced the sun to turn its back on the lake, so it would be frozen forever? That is why the dead may be found beneath the ice, where they can no longer leave those waters. Did any of that happen? You're the one going there. You tell me. That's kind of real. We're about to find out. Here we go. Kitty. Hey, Cat. Figured I'd see you here. You figured right. You figured wrong. How's that? I didn't die in there. So you didn't? But then again, I've never died in there either. So pardon me if I'm not overly impressed you did it once. You're such an ass. You certainly caused a lot of trouble tonight. I didn't mean to, just passing through. Isn't that always the way? So who are you really? Pardon? You some magical cat, cat god, cat wizard, something? I'm just a cat. I live near the woods. I like shiny things. And I listen. Oh. Your turn. Who are you? I'm an astronomer. I'm here because there's something missing in the sky, and this is where I'll find it. Are you sure? At this point, I'm so exhausted and cold that I can't afford to not be sure. That's either very sad or very beautiful. It's very true. I'm freezing. Her. The hunter, her child, the forest god. Those aren't your business. I know. Leave all of that here. You were in their forest. I'm an astronomer. It may be their forest, but it's under my sky. I bet that sounded great in your head. It sounded great when I said it, ass cat. Goodbye, Adina the astronomer. Good luck. Goodbye, cat. Happy longest night. Purr. Cats do be dispensing wisdom like that, Duke. That is absolutely true. You know, I doubted you would make it. A promise is a promise. How's home? Same as ever, colder now, of course. The sheep shut down the 5th Street Bridge again on longest night eve. The farmers were there all day trying to pull them off. Have they figured out why they keep doing that? No one has a clue. I know you can't stay long. I can't, so ask. Okay, did you find the ghost star? I did, my first night dead. It's there. Oh my god. Something like that? Will you remember where that is? Yes. It's funny. What is? It's always been there. I just had no way of seeing it. You still can't, not really. But you can chart where it is. That's something at least. Wow. I feel like just a few feet away, there's this thing bigger than I can think about. Burning away, exploding. And between us this sheet of black. And when I think about it, I feel like I'm going to overflow. I think about this a lot these days. We devote ourselves to something we barely understand. Something we can never touch. We give it a name, and we give ourselves a name for doing so. All of it creates this connection. And that connection becomes the thing we can touch. You appreciate those connections even more after you've died. I'm gonna miss you all over again now. Well, on the bright side, you got a star out of it. That's something at least. Pretty amazing to be something at least. Yeah. Goodbye, astronomer. Goodbye, astronomer. The end. What constellation was it? No one knows. It's lost to history. Did this really happen? Does it matter if it really happened? I think it does. Well, we'll never know. But hearing it happen to you, and that's something. Something, something, something. I want to find that constellation. Go outside some night and find it. And tell me where it is, okay? You look tuckered out, kid. I am. I'll leave you to it. Sweet dreams, kiddo. That was incredibly sweet. Aw. Poor Sticky. That was really well done, and I really like the idea and messaging behind the concept that stories affect us, regardless of truth. Stories affect our reality, they influence us. And one of the things that I've always found, I think, the most fascinating is how things that are not real can influence our interactions with what is real. I don't know if I'm able to do anything, or if I have to save and quit. I also kind of find the little dot on the right, on the cat's left eye to be a little disconcerting for some reason. Because I'm kind of expecting it to move. But I guess that's it. That was incredibly sweet. And like I said, the idea of something imaginary affecting our lives to such an extent, and what we believe in really having a lot of control and power over our existence, is something that I think doesn't get talked about enough. Belief, the social norms that we all carry, things like that, the stories we share, the stories we tell, can oftentimes be just as valid and real as and sometimes even more real than what we would call quote-unquote true. And it can affect us in very strange ways. The truth is something a little bit more fluid sometimes than we'd like to admit. Jalix said there's a sequel to Night in the Woods in the works. I thought that was a fan-made sequel being made. I didn't think it was actually made by the same developers. But if that does actually get made into a full-blown game, I'd be down to playing it on stream, depending on what type of content it goes into. So yeah, that was Longest Night and Lost Constellation. Let's pop over here, because we're going to load up the next game after I get back from a quick break. And we're going to go right into Old Man's Journey, because we should have enough time to play the whole game. It's about a 2-hour experience, more or less. I think it'd be really cool to just have a nice short thing to wrap up what we were just playing. Let me load that up so I can leave you all with some music while I'm away. Old Man's Journey. So what did you all think of that game and those extra content pieces? Find, there we go. Jalix says, I'm really tired. I think I'm gonna go to bed, just really tired. Well, I hope you rest up and I hope you have a good night. Obviously, feel free to check out the VOD. Volume feels a little high on this, actually, and also it loaded on the wrong screen. There we go. Now it is on the correct screen. Oh, did not mean to start it up. There we go. Let's drop. How's that? Is that a little too low? I think that's good. Duke says, finally a game about someone like me. Well, I will leave you all with this music. And this pause screen. And I will be right back in a few minutes and we'll start this up and then have our conversation. How's that sound? A little bit more up. Is that good? Good, good, good. Alright, so I'll be back in a couple of minutes, and then we'll get going with this game. Okay, everyone, I'm back. We all good to get into the game? Was there anything else that we wanted to talk about when it came to the night in the woods and all that? Also, I'm just going to check one thing super quick. This is indeed the new game, Il. This is Old Man's Journey. So this old man just got a letter and looks kind of upset. He's gone inside, packed up all his stuff, and is about to set out on a journey. Il says I dread seeing mail in my mailbox. Yeah, I don't blame you at all. I wish I could just climb through planes of a two-dimensional existence like that. Jaguar says, I like the animation. Me too. It's supposed to be a very simple experience. Oh, he's stroking his beard, thinking. Looks like he's remembering being a young sailor of some kind. I don't know if I was supposed to do something in that. Hotel... Bosquet, Berge... What's with... Oh, okay. That's interesting. So you can more or less change the planes of existence by lifting them up or down. Okay, this kind of has like a Carto vibe to it in that regard. Oh, look at Kitty on the bench. Hello, cat friend. Oh, okay. We can go follow the cat. It doesn't look like we can mess with the plane that the old man's on. Cat is not having it. I guess we could head... I want to see about getting into this house area, so... maybe we can head over here? Kid looking out the door. Duke said, "This feels so much like a children's book." Well, honestly, part of the reason I picked this for today is that to me it kind of felt like it was in a similar vein, I guess, to Night in the Woods extra content, where it kind of was based around stories and just following the story of this old man. Alright, I guess we cannot go that way. Duke said nothing bad, just the aesthetic I'm noticing. Yeah, I was getting kind of the same vibe, and I kind of appreciate that, to be honest. Music's really, really nice as well. Why are you yelling at me? Oh, another house. I did not know that was there. I'm trying to figure out what exactly we're supposed to be aiming for. Like, what level of secrets are there, if any? He's an old man. He's lived a lot of life to have potentially offended her. This is true. Oh, the cat's still around. Could probably lift that up so I can get onto the roof. Now I'm on Granny's roof. Kitty went away. What about that? I guess I can get up to this roof now. This is a very creative way to, like, explore the world and shift things around. Hey, we made it to the hotel. And I feel like as we go on this journey, we're just going to get a little bit more of the memories of this old man. I don't feel like I have a lot to say about what's happening, just trying to experience the journey here. On some level, maybe that's enough. I'm glad the power lines are flexible, though. Now we can get down to here. So, I mean, while we're just on this journey with this old man, one of the things that I wanted to talk about today is the concept of Black Friday and the fact that it's become so normalized. The idea of this day that is so intensely associated with purchasing, you know, massive amounts of things. On kind of like a discount, as it were. Right after a day, at least in the United States, whether the history or the accuracy is there, where you're supposed to be thankful. The idea that you're supposed to just go out and spend money on commercial products, and it's supposed to prepare for the realistically Christmas season, but as they call it, the holiday season. I don't know, I just always think about that in terms of both capitalism and in terms of the way that we think about the exchanges we have with people in our lives. And I agree with you, Il. It's actually a really disgusting practice. The idea being that you have to buy something for the people that you love, that you have to provide something, that you have to constantly go out and spend to make the economy function. These concepts end up converging on this day of Black Friday. And the ironic thing is, it may have originally been designed to, theoretically, be about doing for others and giving to others to prepare for the holiday season, as it were. But the fact of the matter is, it's always been a tool. One, to get more money out of your wallet, to make you spend more. But two, it ends up actually separating people, and it separates families. Because as it's become more and more normalized, people have had to work those days. Labor has become so normalized on that day to the point where businesses will open at midnight and expect workers to show up. And there's been a lot of calls to action and all of that. On Reddit, on Twitter, I've seen it. There's been a lot of calls to action through a lot of different places to Blackout Black Friday. And I cannot emphasize enough how much I support that idea. The idea that we should not participate in such a capitalistic holiday and should instead, as much as possible, try to focus on what actually matters, which is our communities, our family, if they are still connected to us, our friends, the closest people in our lives, whoever they may be. And to try to focus on that, because those are the things that matter at the end of the day. There's been a massive call to not show up at work with everything that's been happening with the Great Resignation, with everything that's been happening with the labor struggles that have been going on. There's been calls for strikes, and honestly, I really hope it happens. I really hope we make a statement this year about the full extent of just how much capitalism is destroying us. And I mean it in so many different ways. I mean it in the capitalist sense of literally producing so much that we're destroying the planet. I mean it in the sense that it's individually destroying our lives. It's making it so that we're working on days that we should be taking with our family. It's making it so that we're consistently considered strange if we don't spend massive amounts of money on products that are essentially useless. And Duke said, bet you that was the angry one. Possibly, quite possibly. I don't know, in all of it, when it comes down to this idea and conception of Black Friday, I just genuinely want to see something give and change. And I don't know if it will, but at the very least, I'd like to imagine it at the moment. And think about the possibility that maybe this year, a lot of people will stay home and try to spend time with friends and family. And hopefully this year, people will decide that they don't actually want or need all of the junk that we're told that we should just absolutely demand under capitalism. But I wanted to get over there. Wait, is there a way to... Oh, I guess I can do that. I didn't even realize that. Duke said I think that there's a chance that some actions that get noticed will take place. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm hoping. I'm hoping that's the case. Okay. I was hoping that I could get myself over there. Duke said, I think something big this year can break through and make something truly big next year is how I see it best playing out. That'd be a great way for that to manifest, right? To get enough attention this year that it ends up causing a lot of stir and gets people to feel like they have to report on it and talk about it. It gets it in people's minds, and then by next year an actual action occurs. The pandemic has really shifted a lot of priorities for people. I am not sure how to get over to this top area. Or if I can even get up there. It looks like I should be able to, especially because that can bend. It looks like it just falls down anyway. And I'm trying to, like... Maybe I have... Like, I can't even get over here, I don't think. Can I raise this up, maybe? Oh, that would do it, wouldn't it? And here I am trying to be all, like, sneaky and do something with the water over here. I don't know, I think for the most part for me, thinking about this concept, to me the biggest issue always comes back to your job doesn't care about you. The economy will find a way to replace you. You're not that important to the economy. But in terms of the people you have in your life, the things that matter, those will always be there as long as you're willing to take them for the most part, right? To me, it just makes far more sense to focus on spending time with the people who matter, rather than worrying about the economy and the job and everything like that. And I think, like I said, the pandemic really shifted a lot of people's perspective in that regard. people who previously would have felt very entrenched in needing to work and do something end up in a place where they start to see the death trap that is capitalism. We're on a boat. Ill says exactly, I hope the holiday season intensifies the change in priorities. That's exactly what I'm trying to get at, Ill. Like, sorry, I'm just taking in this scenery. This is actually really gorgeously designed. Like, the idea that our economy is somehow like an proper old man you crush into the nearest solid. That is apparently an old man thing to do, according to Duke, who is the resident old man here. There's just so much more important than things that we don't need. The memories we make with one another. The decisions that we make to spend time in our own spaces. With our own groups. And I feel like I'm kind of being a little repetitive because I don't know. I think we need to take some time collectively as a society to pause and reflect at what we see as priorities. Ill says, we only live once, and under capitalism the masses spend their living making existence only to make capitalists more rich. It's disgusting. Yeah, and we're supposed to be enjoying our lives, right? Like, how many people are going to work 60 to 80 hours, a week in retail jobs? This month especially. And for what? You know, a part of it also for me is a lot of us don't know what's coming up in the future. And I mean that on a lot of levels. I mean that on a level where oh wait, Duke says, the problem is we're in a moving system. It can't totally stop, at least no way that is uncomfortable for most people without preparation. And those with the most power also have the most to lose. Well, we do need preparation, right? Like, that's entirely what we would do with the general strike. You need to have certain industries that are kept open. You need things like worker co-ops. You need things that are in the mindset of not capitalism to prop things up. Okay, this is really cool, keeping the train tracks going. This is really neat. It feels like I'm building a storybook. I think what I was trying to get at before is a lot of us don't know what's happening with the climate. A lot of us don't know what's happening with the existential realities that we're facing in the next 10 to 20 years. A lot of us don't know what a future looks like. And I don't mean that in necessarily a gloomy sense, but just we don't know. The promises of capitalism, the promises of the type of life where things are okay and safe under capitalism in the US and in places like the US are long gone. And I think a lot of people have realized that. So the question becomes, what's in our futures? What do we look at after? When we're this old man's age on our journeys in that time, what are we going to look at, and what is our legacy going to have been? And I think a lot of that's what pops into my head when I think about Black Friday, when I think about the issues, about what memories we want to create for our individual lives, what stories we want to share, what experiences do we want to have. Which path do we want to take? And is the money really going to buy us happiness at the end of the day? More than solidarity, than being in a union, than working together, than creating worker cooperatives and other means to try to create a better existence for ourselves? Do we just give in to the reality that it's been like this for a while, so it has to be like this, or do we do something different? And do we rid ourselves of what's considered a holiday that is strictly about consuming things that we don't need? Gangle says, something has already happened. People were told they were, quote, essential workers and heroes, but also they go back and possibly die for the economy. That starts people thinking, do I want to die for what? Yeah, no, that's a really great point. So they're not taking shitty jobs. There's a, quote, worker shortage. Yeah, and we all know that's nonsense, right? Like, it's a wage shortage. We're not even getting a cut out of what we need to survive. You know, the absurdity of it all is that we're in a society where the people at the top, the capitalist class, ends up spending a good deal of their time and effort purchasing, you know, the means of production. And we get, for the labor that we do on those machines, with the labor that we do in service and labor that we do in creating wealth and generating wealth, we have all of that cut and we only get a fraction of it. And that was the deal that we made under unions, was to allow that to continue to exist as long as we all got enough to survive off of, and we all got enough to live a decent life. Then the capitalists could theoretically play their game and everybody else would be left alone. Yeah, we'd have to work for a number of years, but at least maybe on one income, you could pay for a family of 4. And that was the compromise. And that compromise doesn't exist. And it hasn't been existing for a number of years. Since the Reagan administration, at the very, very least, there's just been a complete eradication of union labor. There's been a complete eradication of anything even remotely resembling a decent life for people. And there's just been a complete shift in the direction of minimum wage jobs and not focusing on what's good for people and what's good for the society. Everything is strictly the free market, the hand of the invisible hand, capitalism, everything. It's just a constant focus on that. And every bubble keeps bursting. And everything keeps getting privatized to the point where none of it is even for the people anymore. We have access to less and less stuff. And now we're at a place where we can't even afford our rents. Like, I was talking and going over some of the prices for what some of the major cities in the US have in terms of their minimum wage versus the rents. Rent is taking up like 80% of people's income to survive. You factor in utilities and food and everything else? What are we even working for? And when there's an alternative that's been there the entire time, this idea of a worker cooperative, this idea of owning our own industries, of working for ourselves, and not having to rely on somebody else to take our wealth from us? Why wouldn't we? And I think more and more people are going to collectively decide that this isn't working. And I'm with you, Gangle, when you said that, you know, people were labeled essential workers. They were acknowledged probably for the first time, like, hey, you're super important. We rely on you. Without people to run our stores, without people to run our factories, without people to run the things in our world, it's not going to generate anything or create anything. And then we're not getting anything from it. Il says, I hope my house sells soon so I can go back to school and doing the things I love and spend time with my family again. I wish the best for you with that journey, Il. You know, sometimes it's a really hard decision to make, especially with wanting to survive and wanting the guarantee of survival, but the threats of capitalism just are not holding up like they used to, at least in my head. So I really do hope, Il, that you're able to get that, to spend time with your family, to experience the joys in life and the things that you love, because the guarantees aren't there. So why risk everything for it? Duke says, perhaps a society-wide rejection of the holiday, or at least a large enough amount of people, could push some things in the right way. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at, Duke. Like, we need to see more and more people start to reject that. And I think if we get enough of a stir to get enough media attention, for a few people even, to just focus on that concept, we'll do a lot of good. Gangle says, spend your best years working some job, and when you're old and worn out, you get a few years to yourself. And the thing is, you don't even get that anymore, right? You don't even get that. How many people are in situations, you know, like, this is something else, right? Like, we used to have a system in place, at the very least, where it was normalized to have 5-day work weeks. 40 hours a week. That was the standard. Again, that was the compromise. I think on some level we're getting a similar glimpse into this with this old man. But, like, the 40-hour work week, 5 days a week was the compromise. And now we've got flexible schedules to the point where nobody has a common day off. Think about how absurd that is. Think about how ridiculous it is that we don't even have a concept of a common time or day off. There was a thing that Night in the Woods had mentioned where you had about 3 or 4 people trying to get together to hang out, spend time with your friends. And everybody was talking about having to put in a request for the same day. Where it used to just be kind of understood, I'm getting off shift at 5. And then we can spend time together. Or Saturdays and Sundays are off. Or Saturday's family day. But there's no such thing anymore. And I mean, to each his own how they want to spend their days off. I'm not like prescribing how it should be or what it should definitely look like for everybody, but I think on some level, having some sort of commonality or common day off is useful. Ill says the retiring age is 62. Either that or you get sent to war doing your best years for capitalism. The amount of people who have been joining the military as of late because they don't see a future in college and because of student loan debts is actually kind of disturbing to me. I don't know what the statistics on it absolutely are, but it seems as though it's been happening in greater amounts than it used to, even. Jaguar says, with the essential workers, things were deemed essential workers for a moment, so that people went to work and risked their lives, but now we're back to normal and essential workers don't matter. Yeah, but the thing is, essential workers have been told, you're essential. It's kind of hard to take that back. How do I get across this? Ah, there we go. That's the one I was missing. Duke says, I'm also getting more and more to the idea that we need to start finding ways to truly step out of at least most of capitalism. I'm 100% with you on that. Gangle said, yeah, I mean, before the vaccine, people were basically told to risk their lives to get work done. That's opened a lot of eyes. For sure, for sure. Duke says, on day some people have off, they are more free to spend money. Thus businesses want to have lots of staff and be open those days, and we get back to where we are. Yeah, except we don't need to keep doing things that involve going out to places. We don't need to have things that require businesses to be open. That's not a requirement. There are social activities to be done that do not involve that. Duke said, we have to mandate days where businesses either cannot operate or with much shorter hours. I really also think we need a labor movement that starts demanding that we have less hours. And I think we need to start constantly putting pressure against this mentality of, but what about the business owners? What about the business owners? I don't care about the business owners. Is there enough food? Are there enough houses? Is there enough chances at education? Are there enough hospitals and doctors and nurses? Does the society functionally run? Those are the important questions that we need to be asking. Is our infrastructure working? Is there enough water available for everyone? Do people who are marginalized have a chance at getting a better life? Like, we need to start framing a society off of those questions and not the questions we're asking. I feel like we're asking the wrong questions in a lot of ways. Jaguar says, but like they did, or at least are trying to. What was that in reference to? I'm sorry, Jaguar. Duke says they're certainly trying to take that back with the whole, quote, lazy workers narrative now. And those same heroes are now all lazy, huh? Yeah, we're all lazy. There's a labor shortage. Nobody wants to work. Meanwhile, we have automated systems hiring people that just doesn't work. Where people's resumes, no matter how qualified they are never enough. You want 5 years experience for an entry-level position. If you are in a place where, you know, you've had a gap in your resume, as it were, that's seen as the worst thing ever. Come on, like, we're allowed to be at a time of rest. Also, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I don't know, as difficult as it is to survive under our current economic realities, like, wouldn't you want somebody who's been able to survive without a job for a period of time? I'm just saying. That's an aside, but like, yeah, we definitely need to take back the essential worker convo. And I think that's free ammo, basically, that was given to us again. Because that's what it used to be about. That's the essence of left-leaning ideas in a lot of ways, right? The idea that we are what produces labor. We are the ones who produce things. We are the ones who create things. We are the ones that generate wealth, not the business owners. And it is through that process of us doing what we do to generate wealth that things happen. And the fact that that consciousness is coming back, that is now being tied again to socialism, to communism, to anarchism, I think that's an important shift. It's a shift in reality, it's a shift in the stories we tell, and it's a shift in the mindsets that we have. Am I able to get over that? Duke said, I saw a post on Reddit Anarchism where a bunch of people were sharing that for the first time ever they are openly calling themselves anarchists and the ideas are being heard sympathetically by normies. That has been one of the most refreshing things, honestly. There have been so many people who have really taken to the idea that anarchism might, in some way, shape, or form, be something that could work. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. What does this want me to do with this? Trying to figure out what this game is trying to get me to do on this one. I know in Reddit anti-work there's been a lot of, maybe you have to get the coin into the castle above. Yeah, I figured that, but like... Oh, there we go. I got the one up top to move. That one rolled. It broke through the wall. Hold up. Things are moving. I'd like to move the screen over. There we go. So that broke through the wall. So how do I get this one to break through the wall in another spot? Because I feel like that's what I have to do there. Oh, I can move now. What am I doing? You know what? I want to see if it'll let me go this way. Maybe that first one was supposed to just be a tutorial to get you to move the other one. I'm not sure. Okay. Let's see what's in the top of this. But yeah, there's definitely been a movement where anarchism and socialism in general has become far more popular. Where we're reaching a reality where a lot of the ideas are starting to become far more normalized again. People are realizing that they're taken advantage of. People are realizing, again, what matters. What they have to live for and what's important. That sky? Yeah. And honestly, this feels like an appropriate conversation to be having with this old man, as it were. And this narrative that we're looking at here. There we go. We got that to roll off. And then we gotta go back over here. And then we should be able to do that and break the wall. Duke says, old man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you were. Ain't that the truth? The promises of a liberal existence just are not holding up, you know? I guess in conclusion with all of that, my big thing is boycott Black Friday. If there's anything that's going to hit the wallets, that's going to get us heard, it's hitting capitalism on a day that they've considered pretty much their holiday. The day of business sales, the day of corporate, corporate record sales and all that stuff. I don't know. Just, we need to make something shift in that direction. I'm trying to figure out which way the game wants me to go right now. Duke said the thing is, we also can't just have people not shop that day and then buy all the things anyways on a different day or days later. Well, I think the mentality behind it is... because I agree with you. But I think the mentality behind it, at the very least, is to try to, at least for a day, make it known that we don't need this. That we can have something different. And I think with a lot of the sales also not being there, I'm hoping that it'll encourage some people to maybe just hold on to the money. Zero says, okay, sorry, I'm back. I had to help wife with dinner and then eat said dinner. And also my blind dog is being needy. That is completely real and completely fair. And honestly, Zero, with what we've been talking about, that's perfectly on point because we were talking about how we should be spending time with the people and, in this case, animals as well, that matter to us, rather than anything else on Black Friday. Oh, there we go. I don't know why I didn't see that before. There we go. Where do I need that one to roll down to? I'm presuming I need to get this one down to break this wall down here. Oh, hold up. Can I now? No. How do I get that onto this plane? There we... That'll roll it back the other way. And then if I lower it like that, there we go. That's making it happen. I think I need more momentum. There we go. The whole calendar year has been sprinkled with events where you need to buy something. Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day, and so on. All these days were invented by retail. Yeah, you're right. And the thing is, it became normalized to buy a gift instead of make something or just spend the day with the person. And you know, imagine that. You know, imagine instead of normalizing... Because, like, the ideas and concepts behind these days, while they're mostly not problematic, yeah, exactly, Zero. A lot of them were appropriated as well. That's definitely worth mentioning. Why can't we just think of the day as a day we spend with the people that we care about? As opposed to, I have to buy a consumer product to conform to a social norm of gifting. Harry, welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a chill and lovely Sunday. Jaguar says the rain sounds in the game sound comfy. Honestly, this game has been a very chill and comfy experience. See, like, this dude just left his family. This game has been a very chill and comfy experience with everything we're talking about, and it's felt quite relevant. And honestly, I appreciate the fact that we're just kind of, like, talking about this, and even if there's no substantial, like, point and no call to action specifically, we really do need to start generalizing a mentality of shifting away from the need to keep bringing new goods into our lives, to keep fulfilling a hole, I guess, with products that we don't need. I don't know. Zero said that's the opposite of what we've been saying. Don't leave your family. Perry says, I may actually go make some hot chocolate to complete the comfiness I have going on right now. I fully support your endeavor for indulging in hot chocolate in this moment. Is there another patch of grass for the sheep to go to? Well, I can move that one, and then I can move these over here. And then I should be able to lower this, move the sheep back, move this back up, move the sheep over, and now I can get by the sheep. Merchant says you should make 2 hot chocolates. One's good enough for me. Merchant says this game looks like a painting. It really does. Duke says, I don't know, I'm better off without my family. Well, family to me... I want to make it clear, when I'm talking about family, I'm not necessarily just talking about our biological families. I'm talking about the people who are there. I'm talking about chosen family for a lot of people, especially queer people. The people who are there and who have chosen to continue to be in your life. Let the sheep go back that way. And then I can go over here. Yeah, and then I can have the sheep go back. And then I can make my way up to this hot air balloon. I think a lot of people get hung up on the idea that family is supposed to mean biological. And family's, I think, what you make of it. Zara says this music's very uplifting. Yeah, it really is. This has been a journey and experience. Both the game and this conversation. Say something mildly philosophical. Mildly philosophical. I guess, in more than anything, we have to live our lives. We choose our experiences. And we've always thrived better when we're in communities with people who have our back. Not in self-interested systems of production. Capitalism is not forever. It has not been forever. It doesn't need to be forever. We can do better. And we're gonna have to do better if we want the planet to survive. Oh, I see how to do this now. Am I stuck? Those sheep do not want to move. And I'm kind of stuck in the herd. There we go. No, I don't want to go back. I want the sheep to go down. I want to go... Sheep, go down. There we go. Old man, go up. No. Sheep, go up. Now I go. Now I go. There is no going back and like, this is true. I will be right back. Give me 1 minute. Sorry about that. Just had something I really needed to take care of very quickly. Okay, that's letting me get back up. So where do you want me to go? Oh, I see. I can go up here. And then I can change the direction to get this onto this rock. And then I can go down here. Whee! Theoretically, I can do this now. There's a part of me that's like, what is this old man seeing in his journey here? With the world just shifting up and down. I know that's like a gameplay mechanic, pretty much purely, but... I'd be a little terrified if some entity was just magically moving reality up and down like this. Ooh, are we about to have a watery metaphor? Or... That Aurora Borealis is really pretty. And Duke says you mean you don't see an entity moving things up and down in your reality? No, generally speaking, I don't. I don't know what you're taking to make that happen, but you might want to consider, getting that checked out. Meanwhile, at the bottom of the ocean... Or sharing. Gangle says this game is loaded with ambience. It really is. I'm starting to wonder, is this man sick and or dying already? And like we're just in his head reliving memories? And going on this sort of like journey? How do I... Oh. I'm pretty sure I can connect everything up now. Yeah, there we go. Mostly. That's at its maximum height, so that's there. Is there a point when I can get these two connected? Gangles, no, Duke said, "You're clearly enjoying the less fun reality." Well, no, this became an odd experience. You don't even need that stuff. Reality is plastic, my dude. Oh, now we can go. Okay. I had to push the ship down a little bit more. Zero said, "Can I just say basements are weird?" Basements are horrifying and terrible places. Where you can store a lot of food, incidentally. What isn't weird about basements? Zero says, "The house I'm living in has one, and it's a new experience for me to do laundry in an underground room." That is definitely a change of scenery, right? It says, "Be careful." I'm kind of curious what's going on with this game, with this old man's journey. Where are we trying to head to now? The one thing I know about basements more than anything is that you have to kind of be a little bit cautious in terms of humidity. Can I just go down this one? I feel like we just keep sinking lower and lower. Jaguar says, "Make sure it's not haunted." That's true. You do not want a haunted basement. That would be an exceptionally bad thing. Ever the pragmatist, Jaguar. Zero said, "I don't think there's anything dangerous down there, just a washer and a dryer." What's in this cage? What? Uh-oh. What did we just unlock? Is that a waterfall underwater? Yes, that's a waterfall underwater. That's perfectly normal. Also, we're going to the Cave of Dark Secrets. And when you came home, there was nobody living in your home anymore. I'm curious why he traveled. Did he do it for himself, or did he do it for work? What was the reasoning that he went out to sea? To get drunk and avoid his family. I feel like he wanted to spend time with his family. Also, this one's really fun. I like the back and forth, back and forth. That goes way up now. Okay. Maybe he had to go because he felt like he had important purpose and succeeding in his goals required him to go. Yeah, I don't know. Part of me is like, did he just want to see the world? Did he miss the sea? Did he go for employment? Like, I feel like having to fill in the gap there kind of changes the perspective on what he did and why he did it. And either way, he left his family behind. But, like, was it for them? Was it for him? Was he being selfish? Was he being caring and just misguided about it? Why not take his family, though? That's a good question. If it was for work, I could see why he didn't. Jaguar says Cookie Cat, he left his family behind. I forgot about that in Steven Universe. Oh, this is all one piece? How do I do this? I feel a little stuck on here. Or did I get it? No. Wait, maybe I can get it now. Not quite. Why is it not connecting? There we go. I was being a little bit strange, to say the least. But it worked out. I feel like we're gonna have to do something similar here. Yeah. Oh. Paint bucket fell off the truck. So he went out and built his own house by the sea. Which I guess is the house we saw at the beginning of the game. Was he trying to go ahead of his family and then provide them a new, better life? Maybe. That's definitely a possibility. Yeah, it's a very real experience that a lot of people go through. Hmm. I like the cute little things you can, like, click on and see little changes to the world. Or see inside things. I think that's the thing that gives it, like, a lot of charm. But I think we might... Where are we? Is this where we needed to get to? Oh, man. Is the daughter expressing an interest in sailing? Is that what's going on? Hmm. That was a very interesting experience. Because I feel like it really does let you fill in the gaps. I mean, at the end, you know, the woman that he loved is gone. But I'm assuming that he's now with his daughter and presumably his grandkid and sharing the passion of the thing that he'd left for in the first place. I think that is his daughter, yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of having that same feeling too. Like, he isn't in her life for like 20 years, and then they just reconcile. Zero said this was like Up, but with no dog and no Boy Scout. Yeah, kinda. I mean, I'd be a little bit more than upset if, if I were the daughter. And also, there were several kids in the house, so where are the other kids? I have a lot of questions. I have a lot more questions than answers. And maybe that's part of it also, just we're not supposed to have the answers. I mean, on the one hand, Duke said, it honestly strikes me as the sort of hope an older person who's been shitty to people their whole life and show some growth and expect to get everything back. I could see that. I mean, I could also see the desire to pick up a skill, and to enjoy the thing. I don't know. Like, I don't know, maybe they were exchanging letters the whole time. And we're still not entirely sure why he left. Was it to try to give them a better life? Was it for his own selfish interest? Like, I think that would change my perspective. If somebody that I knew in that capacity as, like, a parental figure left to try to give me a better life, I would probably be a little bit more sympathetic than if they were doing it for their own self-interest and I just wasn't worth it to them. I don't know. Without knowing his motives, it's really hard to judge all that. Could I have maybe missed some more memories? Let me check. Let me see if I did indeed miss anything, because it looks like I have a complete list of memories there. There's no, like, achievements for this game, so... I'm not sure. At least I'm not seeing any. I'm just checking to see if there's any additional information on anything with this game. Not really seeing much. Looks like there's just generally a walkthrough to get through the game, which we did, so it's not like there's secrets or anything. No, it's just, it is what it is. And Jaguar says cookie cat. Yeah, I mean... I like the music box sounding thing here going on. Oh, I did not mean to. Did I click into something? I am. Okay, it's just repeating this here. Okay, so that was Old Man's Journey. I feel like that was a really chill and lovely experience to have with you all, especially after Longest Night and Lost Constellations. I feel like it was very much like reading a series of short stories after having a very long book, because I feel like Night in the Woods was just a very long series, and to kind of have these little short stories interdispersed just felt like a very different experience, and I was really happy to share it with you all. And honestly, talking about Black Friday as well, and just getting that whole vibe and feeling about what's important and what matters in life. I'm just gonna let it play again because I feel like the music is really chill and nice. I mean, what do you all think? What do you all think of the stories that we experienced today between the three? I mean, I think there's something to be said about the constellations that we saw in Longest Night, and going through that very ethereal journey, and then this very slice of life, very emotional experience of this journey of dealing with one's guilt and remorse and all this stuff. I don't know. I think it ties in nicely with a lot of what I was hoping to talk about with capitalism and what's important with Black Friday. What are the things in our life that Jaguar says it felt like going through vignettes. Yeah, that's kind of what I was experiencing with it as well. And I think throughout the theme of it, it's like, what's important? What are the decisions that we make in our lives that matter? Who do we choose to be, and who do we choose to spend it with? I feel like there's a certain sense of that. And even when we were looking at the Lost Constellation, there was that one guy who was selling coffins. And I couldn't help but feel like the guy selling coffins was talking about the death of the spirit of the woods, and how it was being replaced with this very, very financial system. Because he even said, like, the free market, and you don't have money, so what are you doing here? I'm gonna charge for your heat. I'm gonna charge for your coffin. I'm gonna charge for the death of the woods, almost. And I don't know, combining all of these things together, and having May also at the very beginning with the first Longest Nights talk about, I ended my friendship with Bae for a period of time because she wasn't cool enough, and because, you know, you went on this journey and you didn't even, you know, to travel to school, and then May didn't even stay in touch with people back home. I don't know, there's a lot of interesting connections, I think, between these vignettes, as Jaguar referred to them, and the concept of Black Friday, and thinking about prioritizing the people in our lives over profit. I definitely think there's a connection between it all, and also the stories we tell and the stories we decide to share, and what value and meaning they have in our lives. We get to choose those. We get to choose the journey. We get to choose the stories. And I think collectively we're all going to have to start making different choices. One that prioritizes the environment, one that prioritizes degrowth, one that prioritizes people in our lives, that doesn't prioritize things that don't matter. And prioritizing the things that do matter, not just for ourselves, but for everyone. And that would be, I guess, how I would tie all this together for today. So we're more or less at time for the stream. So I'm gonna leave it, I guess, on this note. Next time we do have a new game in mind. Jaguar says it's like those videos and memes of regrets people have at the end of their life. It's always about not staying connected with others, and people not getting an awesome plasma TV. Yeah, you know, I'm actually really glad you mentioned that, Jaguar, before I wrap up. You never hear people say, I regret not getting X item. You always hear people say, I regret not spending more time with my family. I regret not prioritizing the people in my life. I regret not taking the journeys I wanted to take. I regret not experiencing life and bringing the people with me that I wanted to bring with me. I completely sympathize and agree with you there. And yeah. So next time we have double portals to build. Because I do want to build something in Staxel for completing Night in the Woods. And I want to do something for this game, since we kind of dived from one directly into the other. Because I really did think it was kind of interconnected. But for our Staxel world, I think we do need to have something to connect to the Old Man's Journey. And then I want to create a portal for the next game that we're going to be playing, which is called Timelie. Timelie, which is kind of a play on timeline. And it got a lot of upvotes. Pretty much everybody in the Discord upvoted it. So I'm excited and going to look forward to that. So definitely consider looking it up if you want to see if that'd be something that would interest you. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by. It was lovely to share these little stories with you and talk about Black Friday. And I'm feeling honestly kind of really emotional between the combination of it all. And I feel like I have a lot to think about myself. And I think that's important to take time to reflect on these things. So if you're also someone new and you feel like you've enjoyed this experience, do consider subscribing and checking out a lot of the other political content that I put out. I often talk about issues in terms of capitalism, like I talked about on this stream. And also consider joining the Discord, where we have long conversations about the different going-ons of the world around us and how to look at the world a little differently. In addition to all of that, if you were in a place financially to do so, please do consider leaving a donation. It helps with the channel. I have links to a single donation and Patreon links in the description down below as well. If you can also like and comment for everybody, that would be appreciated. It helps with the algorithm and all that. With that said, I want to thank you all again for this lovely and chill Sunday experience. Again, next week we'll be joining in Staxel to build all the portals and then enter into Timelie. And then we will make our way from there. So I will see you all next week. My name is Anarchist Tara. Thank you so much for watching.